Men in Black International. Fun movie this weekend, worth checking out. Also, a fantastic look at the nature of the enemy.
We've never faced a threat like the Hive. They can take the form of anyone.
I haven't seen that before.
Even our own agents.
Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and this is my theological analysis for Men in Black International. I enjoyed this movie, and I thought it was pretty darn good, and I think it's worth checking out this weekend. So if you haven't yet seen this movie, I'm just letting you know, I'm gonna just drop a ton of spoilers in this video. So if you're not ready for spoilers, go check out the movie, hit pause on this video, and then after you've seen it, come back and watch. If you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the movie, let's dive in and join this conversation.
Always remember, the universe has a way of leading you to where you're supposed to be at the moment you're supposed to be there.
Well, the universe just has that way of leading us to that right place at the right time. And when you go through this whole movie, that's really what this whole movie is showing us. First, this movie does a great job breaking down the nature, I think, of the enemy. So you have the Hive. The Hive is the big bad villain of this entire movie, but the Hive has absolutely no face, because what the Hive does is it goes to its host and attacks it on the inside and changes its host from the inside. So now that host is doing what the Hive wants it to do. So what they want us to believe is that Chris Hemsworth, or Agent H, is the Hive.
Catching up on my daily meditation. Time for lunch, I think. You hungry?
It's 9:30.
Perfect. Tuesday's taco day.
And they keep trying to drop these hints because when the movie starts and it opens in 2016, this big, huge, epic battle, Agent T, Agent H, they're there to take on the Hive, and somehow they win. The camera cuts away, so we don't actually see this battle. Big clue right there. Something big has happened. We're supposed to hold that in the back of our minds, and we know there's a mystery afoot. Is it Agent High T, or is it Agent H, who is this bad guy? Agent H, before in 2016, is this amazing agent. He is just the picture of what MIB should be, and he's looking to be the replacement of the London division. I mean, that's how much talent that this guy has. But from 2016 to 2019, he has changed radically to the point he's not even the same person.
And FYI, your little club here sucks.
Again and again, they emphasize this point that he's not the same person. You have that cool alien dude that Chris Hemsworth is supposed to watch at the club. And like, they're friends and they know each other. But this dude needs help from Agent H. And so when he takes Agent H's hand and kind of reads what's going on inside, he's like, wow, you're a changed man and I can't trust you anymore. Now, I feel like this is where the movie was kind of predictable. Yeah, it's Liam Neeson, obviously, and it turned out I was right. In my mind, there was no way, no flippin' way that Chris Hemsworth, Thor himself, was the Hive. Like, there's no way that was going to happen. Turns out I was right. But it shows you something clever about how the enemy, the Hive, operates. So it infiltrates MIB by going to the head of the London division. Infiltrates him, but then you have Agent H. Now, he, being like the champion of the MIB London division, what they do is they just break him. So he gets neuralized at the beginning of this movie and told that they defeat the Hive with their wits and a Series 7 de-enemizer. So like, to pump up what a tremendous hero that he was, that he had no real tools and stuff like that. With very little, he accomplished a great deed and had a major victory. Here's the thing about Agent H. You also spend a lot of time in this movie seeing that he's a guy who trusts his gut. And his gut is telling him that is a false story, while his mind only knows the one story. That's it. It has no real memory of it. But, you know, when you get neuralized and you're told what to believe, that's what you believe. And so this disconnect between his head and his gut has broken him. And he has become a completely different person over time. And that's what's incredibly smart about the enemy. Infiltrated the head of MIB, so it already had access to MIB, and let everybody believe there was an actual victory there, letting the champion of the London division return back victorious with even a fantastical story of heroics and bravery that even he himself believes. So now their guard is down, and it breaks the champion. Like, he is broken inside because something isn't right, but it has to be right. And so now, like, his effectiveness is slowly but surely fading away because the enemy has infiltrated and the enemy has now gotten inside. But you have that line.
The universe has a way of leading you to where you're supposed to be at the moment you're supposed to be there.
And this is where, we see the real power of the enemy. The Bible says Satan is a roaring lion seeking whom he can devour. What he likes to do is divide houses against themselves, because Jesus said a house divided against itself cannot stand. So what does he do? He goes to divide us on the inside, to give us doubt about who we are, what we're meant to be, to doubt our value, to doubt everything, because if he could get on the inside like the hive and change us on the inside, he could cause us to collapse on ourselves. So that's his goal, to get on the inside and cause us to fall from within. That's what he wants to do. But as big and bad and scary as that sound, the universe is so much infinitely bigger than the hive. And the universe has a way of leading you to where you need to be at just the right time. Because while all of this was going on, you have Agent M, who 20 years ago in 1996, the answer to the prayers in 2019 were already being answered 20 years before. When you have Agent M as a child and her parents been neuralized, they missed her because they thought she was sleeping, and she saves this little blue furry alien that's kind of like a cat, monkey, dog, and jumps out the window because she saves it. It remembers her name, Molly, and all of that stuff. It's a happy little moment. Because of that, she has this drive to figure out who are the men in black, who are the people that know about this. And she actually finds the top secret Men in Black organization.
I found you.
It's actually really cool how she's able to do that. But it's the universe putting that drive in her and leading her to the right place at the right time to be where she's meant to be. Because you see, when she gets sent to the London division for her orientation and for her training and stuff, she is this spark. And her energy, her fervor, her excitement for being there is this spark that lights the fuse that begins to ignite that passion that used to be in Agent H. It begins to wake him up and bring him back. And a lot of good things happen here. Good thing number one, he's a guy who kind of got dumber as time went on, so he trusts his gut, but he doesn't think very much. She does not trust her gut even a little bit, thinking, oh, that's just chemical reactions, and there's no way on this earth I'm going to trust that. To which Agent H says, oh, okay, didn't the universe come out of chemicals? Like, seriously, bang? I mean, come on, it can't be that bad or that untrustworthy. So he begins to learn to think the way she thinks and get back into his head, and his gifts begin to come back to life. She begins to learn to trust her gut, and in that way, iron truly begins to sharpen iron, and they become effective and strong instruments, strong tools again to do the right thing and be exactly where they need to be. Without her showing up, they would have been dead, especially by Agent H's ex-girlfriend, who was an arms dealer, and here they are about to be killed by her big giant blue bodyguard.
Looks like the tables have turned. That was an incredible catch.
Who happened to be that little baby blue alien at the very beginning that Molly saved. Right place at the right time. It's not a coincidence. It's something bigger guiding them to victory. Answering prayers 20 years before those prayers were ever uttered. The answers were already being prepared. Agent H had the courage to stand up to his mentor, to his father figure, because of all the strength that Agent M was imparting to him in that relationship. So he was able to stand up to that and fight for what's right. Because of her and him getting back in his head, he began to realize, wait, all I'm saying is I defeated this guy with a Series 7D atomizer and my wits. And he realized there was no real memory there, and he was neuralized. And the truth surfaced. You see, what's hidden one day will have light shone on it. What's hidden never stays hidden. And so as the light was beginning to shine, it led them to their victory. See, in our lives, it can be scary because there is a devil, and he does want to destroy us. Jesus said the enemy, his goal is to steal, kill, and destroy. He's clever about it. Just like the Hive, 2016 to 2019, they were in no hurry. They were patient. They infiltrated within. They did what they could to make the house fall and take their host and change them on the inside. And they were willing to work at that slowly because, well, just the end game is to kill, steal, and destroy. That's what our enemy, the devil, seeks to do, to steal, kill, and destroy. And he's methodical about it. He's patient. And He's way older than us, so he's really smart. It can sound really scary. But just as the universe is infinitely bigger than the hive, God is infinitely bigger than the devil. God has answers to prayers we haven't even prayed yet. We may not see answers to things now, but God has a way of leading us to where we should be when we should be there. So no matter how strong or cunning or devious our enemy, the devil, might be, God is infinitely bigger and already has answers brewing to prayers we haven't even prayed yet. Men in Black International, what did you think of this movie? I look forward to your thoughts on that, and what did you see in this movie when you watched it? Let's talk in the comments, and while you're there, hit the subscribe button to become a Durbanian. Hit that bell by the subscribe button so you're notified for my next trailer reaction, theological analysis, movie review, ranking video, or anything else I do here. I'm Durbin. Thanks for checking out Durbania.